So today our video is about me.
It's been requested that you guys get to know each of the children more individually on the things that they like and more about them. So we are going to do a video all about Dean today. So Dean, it's kind of hard to understand you sometimes.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I really do not speak clearly.
So Dean doesn't speak clearly because he is actually diagnosed with apraxia. So Dean, what do you do when we can't understand you?
I use my program, it's called Touch Chat.
You use your program called Touch Chat.
No.
So Dean, can you show us how it works? Why don't you tell us how old you are?
I am 15. I'm 15.
So you're 15 years old?
Mm-hmm.
So quite often, Dean, we see you talking without the iPad. Why is that?
Because I really do not like to use my iPad in too many.
So you find it hard to use the iPad, so
Yeah.
it's easier just to talk?
Yeah.
So when people know you, they're better at understanding you? One of Dean's favorite games is chess, and he's actually pretty good at it. Do you remember how you learned how to play chess, Dean?
Yep.
How did you learn to play chess?
But you teach me, or somebody teach me.
We had a chess for beginners kind of game that had cards that would teach what each of the guys in the chess game would do. And Dean learned by playing with the cards over and over so that he learned how the different chessmen move. And once he learned that, he was able to progress to playing games.
By the way, a pass now.
You're a pro now?
Mm-hmm.
He is pretty good. Quite often, it is a challenge for me when I'm playing with him.
I do fishing with my brothers and my children now.
He likes fishing. Dean's actually pretty sneaky about fishing. Dean really likes to fish, and we don't go fishing a lot. So Dean has made sure that he has let everybody that he knows know that he likes fishing, and has asked them anytime they're going fishing, could he please be invited.
We are going fishing today, and we are touching some rainbow trout.
So have you ever caught a fish?
Once.
You caught one fish? How big was it?
At least our
How
catfish.
big? Show me.
So like at least the catfish size.
That's a giant fish, Dean. Did you eat it?
No, we left it. We release it. We release it in a lake.
So Dean released it in the lake because it was smaller than he's showing us.
Yeah, your first fish?
But it's too little to eat.
Okay, so we better put it back then, eh?
He's got great fisherman stories and tells us that his fish are gigantic. But really, they're pretty small, aren't they?
Yep.
Well guys, ready to go home?
Not yet.
So Dean, what's your favorite subject at school?
Life classes.
Life classes. So Dean takes a transition class, which is learning different life skills, and that is Dean's favorite class. Why is it your favorite?
Because sometimes I'm too still and I'm just really interested in do it.
So the reason that life class is Dean's favorite is because he really likes the teacher, and it's actually a class that he goes out of the home. Even though he's homeschooled, he goes out of the home and he's with peers, and he is learning different life skills to help him develop into an adult.
So my favorite sport is bowling.
Dean's favorite sport is bowling. Do you like 5-pin bowling or 10-pin?
5-pin.
And what kind of scores do you get? Are you like a pro?
Yes,
You're a pro?
I can even show my bowling card to that.
We don't need to see your bowling card, Dean. We can trust you. So Dean goes bowling with Special Olympics. Were you really disappointed when the whole COVID thing came?
Yeah.
And you had to stop doing Special Olympics?
I almost, like, I might go to the tournament, I might go to the things, the track meet, the basketball tournament.
So Dean had some really big plans. Last winter, Dean was doing bowling and swimming and basketball. And he was getting ready for a tournament right as
the COVID started.
So we weren't able to do that. And then he had visions of joining track and field and soccer, and those were canceled as well.
Yeah.
Nice work. Do you like playing the piano?
Yeah.
Is it a lot of fun? Or is it just an activity that you do sometimes?
That's a activity that I do sometimes. That I do not roll out the keys.
You think you're gonna wear out the piano keys?
Yeah.
If you play too much?
Yep.
So Dean wanted to let you know that he's got some disabilities. What are your disabilities, Dean?
That's so special now.
So Dean has epilepsy like his siblings, but Dean's very fortunate because his epilepsy is under control.
Yeah, for 3 months so far.
So Dean hasn't had any seizures for about 3 months, and his medication is keeping everything under control. So we are very happy about that because some of your siblings have a lot of seizures, but you have been very fortunate. Dean also has a chromosome deletion. So Dean has a deletion on one of his chromosomes, like 4 of his siblings, which cause an array of special needs. We don't know everything that is because of the chromosome deletion, because they don't have a lot of resources on that. But Dean does have a chromosome deletion, and he also has an intellectual disability. But Dean doesn't let that stop him. You try and do all kinds of things. And you like learning. And you like being everybody's friend.
Yeah.
So Dean is an amazing young man with some extra challenges. Dean has a new hobby. What's your new hobby?
Painting.
Painting and drawing. Can you tell us about this one?
So this is a sunset flower.
This is a sunset flower that Dean has created. So how did you make this, Dean?
So first I used a pencil.
First he used a pencil.
And then I used a Sharpie. And then
he used a Sharpie to outline his pencil drawings.
And then I used some pastels or paint.
You used pastels and paint? So it's a mixed medium picture?
And if you see some marker right here.
You use marker as well? I like how you put just like a tiny touch of purple in there with the sunset.
This is a dog.
Are these all dogs?
Yeah, our dogs.
And they've got some pretty neat looking hats on. What kind of hats are they wearing?
Commands.
So they're like royalty dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you use to color this one?
I used some paint. Mostly paint.
Mostly paint? Are you enjoying this type of artwork?
Yeah.
So you may recall a few videos back that Dean was tested for muscular dystrophy. That came back negative. Dean doesn't have muscular dystrophy.
Right.
Which is amazing. You are so fortunate you don't have muscular dystrophy.
So they got the results and?
They got the results and you don't have muscular dystrophy.
Then what I do, then what I have?
I don't know. They still have to try and figure that out. So Dean was tested for muscular dystrophy because he's got muscle weakness. And
wait, it's kind of on the bad side, kind of on the good side.
It is kind of good, it is kind of bad.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to figure out what it is, but we do know that it's not Emery-Dreifuss muscular
Yeah.
dystrophy. So that is a really good thing. Another thing that Dean has is scoliosis.
Yeah.
What is scoliosis, Dean?
My back problems.
So
So,
Dean has a couple curves in his back. And what have you been doing to help that?
exercises.
And has it been working?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your favorite food? Do you have a favorite food?
Just pay what you just after surpass.
You'll just eat whatever we
Yeah.
serve you? You don't have one thing that's like the most favorite ever?
Nope. And
Dean's pretty easygoing and he will eat pretty well everything. He's definitely turned into a teenage boy and he eats a ton. Do you know how to fix your bike?
no, that just didn't tell me
How
how.
did you end up with a flat tire?
By a picture also.
A prickle or something?
Yeah.
That's so sad, Dean.
Any idea what size that socket is? No, right here. What size the nut is for the socket? What size do you think that is?
That would be a size of a little one.
Then the tire should be able to slide right off. There we go. I'm gonna get you to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Take that, stick it in, and pull it towards you. Get it around. Careful, careful. There we go. Take it out. There's the old tube.
So Dean, did you know it's the tube that has the hole, not the tire?
Keep looking inside to see if you see anything that caused that tire to go flat. The stem inside the hole.
Okay.
Okay,
And
okay, let's see. I'll push it through for you. Okay, let's get the tube all the way around the rim. Now the tricky part. We've got to get the tire back on. Squish, squish, squish. You gotta squeeze until it pops in. So remember what was on here?
yeah.
What was it?
Good thing.
Okay, let's get the cap on, careful. Go ahead and put that on. That just pushes straight on, it's just a washer.
Okay.
So it provides a space between the nut and the bearings on the wheel. So remember, to tighten it, we go clockwise this way. That's right. It's a challenge getting it started, isn't
Yeah.
it? There you got it. Straight, so you don't want it wiggling every. That's right, you got it. And here with the ratchet, here's what you can do. Let me show you. You can go like this, and that'll tighten it up. And probably get your bike helmet. Go for a ride now.
Okay, thank you.
I'll clean up.
Is it working, Dino?
Good.
Did you do a good job fixing it?
Yeah.
Dean loves the freedom that this bike gives him. It's probably one of his favorite things. Off into the sunset. So we hope that you learned something new about Dean and got to know Dean a little bit better. If you have a question about Dean that you would like Dean to answer, leave us a comment. You could leave us a comment on Facebook. Sometimes we have comments on YouTube, or they could send us an email. And Dean would love to see your comments.
Yep, I do.
And Dean wants to know, do you share any of the same interests that Dean has? Do you think there's other people that like all the same things you do?
Probably do not know.
So let us know if you have similar hobbies and interests to Dean. Thanks again for watching,
Please do not forget to subscribe.
and give Dean a big thumbs up.
Mhm.